The Federal Reserve did it. They raised their interest rate basis points by 25 basis points once again. Fed Chair Powell last night was in a crazy meeting of absolutely nothingness. There was continuation and repetition of all the things that he was saying into one sentence. We will continue to do whatever it takes to make sure that they hit their inflationary target of 2%. And in other words, they still have their doors completely open to exactly that. So that was literally the entire meeting. We switched off after a little while because it was boring as anything. And yeah, it didn't really even create any volatility in the market. That's how boring and pointless it was, because the expectation happened at the beginning of kind of where the drop started in Bitcoin. So that is the same thing that's busy happening right now. All right. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here on the channel. Today's cryptocurrency market cap is sitting at 1.231 trillion, up 0.8% after that meeting. Trading volume is 39 billion. Bitcoin is still sitting about 29,000 at 29,400. Ethereum at 1874. XRP at 71 cents. BNB at 241. Dogecoin at 7.8 cents. Cardano at 31 cents. Solana at 25 cents. Matic at 72 cents. Litecoin at $90. Polkadot at 5.25. Shiba at 786. Avalanche 1324. Stellar has now surpassed Chainlink. It's interesting. At 15.7 and Chainlink at 7.96. Okay, so that's all excellent in everything today. The Fear and Greed Index still sitting the same as yesterday, so not much change, guys. You can see how boring as shit this market was. But we do have some coins that did pump off the back of what was said yesterday. I am in a Dodge trade. I am in a Solana long, both longs. I am still in a Bitcoin long. I am in an Ethereum long. And why did I do that? Because I could see that the market wasn't going to dump further than where it was at right now. So it's very interesting to see some of these beautiful coins: XLM, Synthetics, Pepe, Comp, Sol, Link, Maker, XDC, Phantom. They are all up for the day. There are some coins that are in the negative for the day. Dogecoin is one of those. So just make sure that if you are trading these beautiful coins, that you keep dollar cost averaging into your positions, even if you are trading with leverage, so that you guys can make sure that you are getting the most beautiful benefits out of your trade. And there's nothing for you to stress about, because these trades over the next few days, without a doubt, will just probably start to make their next pump. Because now that the Fed has spoken about what they want to speak about, everybody was waiting for that meeting in anticipation to see what the Fed would do. And guess what? The Fed raised rates as everybody's 99.8% of the market expected, as well as a bunch of bullshit from Fed Powell, as usual. So, guys, there's not much news in the market today other than that. I wanted to show you this article, Existential Threat, Why Some Banks Are Anxious About CBD. So we're just going to quickly hopscotch through this article. I don't trust it will be properly done. There's a lot more to banking services than the actual token that moves the money. There are fraud risk alert services, call centers, banks, branches, ATMs, CRA. So this is from the Federal Reserve. Would a US CBDC replace cash or paper currency? For more, go check that out, okay? So the Federal Reserve is committed to ensuring the continued safety and availability of cash, and is considering a CBDC as a means to expand safe payment options, not to reduce or replace them, which is bullshit, because eventually it will reduce and replace them, especially if there is adoption on the CBDC. I don't know about you, but I sure as fuck won't be using any CBDCs. Let me know down in the comments below if you will be using CBDCs and what your thoughts are on CBDCs. And just by the way, guys, I know that I have a shit ton of notifications to get to. I am going to be getting to them today. So thank you for your patience on my community for responding there. Let's go get rid of the crypto bubbles. Okay, so don't worry about that article. Central bank digital money could threaten the traditional bank's business model by competing with their collection activity and disrupting their financial capacity. So even though the banks, the biggest banks, own the Federal Reserve as a private institution and control the money cycles, that means fuck all in the bigger perspective of things. Because at the end of the day, they can all just talk big things, but yeah, the judges and Senate actually have the ruling at the end of the day, although they are lined with pockets from likes of FTX and a whole bunch of others like that within the space. So is it bad? Well, there could not be a single Fed's fund rate, but rather a rate that is unique to each and every borrower in each country. So that would be interesting to see that. That I think would be pretty cool. So in other words, the Fed's fund rate would be obliterated, and each borrower would get a rate based on their credit score, I suppose, which is interesting and dangerous at the same time. So the last thing here, to navigate the accelerating rate of change in our data-driven world, banks must embrace a digital native approach to finance that incorporates blockchain transaction security, verifiability, and enforceability. I don't think enforceability, but yeah, not a problem. Russian CBDC by 25. What's happening in the digital ruble? So that's interesting. Myanmar's shadow government backs launch of crypto-based bank. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. In fact, let's go and actually have a look at that article because that would be very interesting to see that. Redditors hack Bitcoin. Don't worry about that article. I don't think that would be suitable for the channel. Guys, if you want to trade Bitcoin with me, make sure to hit my Bybit link down below, and my BitGet link down below, my Bitflex link down below, excuse me, and I will make sure that you guys get an absolutely awesome and beautiful deposit bonus there. So the Spring Development Bank is Myanmar's first financial institution to run entirely on crypto and blockchain. Wow. Okay, that is amazing. Spring Development Bank, the blockchain technology it's powered by is the natural progression in terms of a fundraising strategy for the NUG. We cannot just move funds into a banking system controlled by the military. So we have to provide this alternative financial system that's based on trust and guaranteed by the government. Well, the government, the government guarantees things, but they never stick to their guarantees. And that's with any government across the world, whether they're holding crypto or not. That's the point of crypto, that you are the sole custodian of your own financial stability, your own financial wealth. And if you guys are enjoying the content so far, make sure to hit the thumbs up on the video. That would be appreciated, guys. You guys, if you guys are getting value, I would love to know down in the comment from the channel. And if there's something that you would like to talk about, please let me know down below. I would love to see what my community would love to talk about. And of course, I would love to talk about that with my community. So, guys, the crypto volatility index, holy shit, it's at the lowest it's been forever. Forever, ever. Literally, guys, we are so low down on this volatility index. It's making me boring. I feel bored with what's going on in the space. Guys, I've had late finishes to my days, early starts to my days lately. So no, I'm not tired, but when you wear a lot of clothes, you got to get to do some crazy stuff. Okay, so this is the S&P VIX index. This is on the 1 daily time frame. You can see that the volatility is actually now starting to break even lower, which means that volatility is even lower, which actually means that there is about to be some sort of volatility explosive move, because from here, the only way really is to break back up here to about the 20% level, which as you can see is a lot of resistance on that level. All right, now let's go and have a look at the Dixie chart. Of course, as always, you guys know that I love the Dixie chart. You know that I love all my charts. And essentially what I'd love to go and look at with you is a whole bunch of energy in the space. So the dollar chart from yesterday, guess what? It broke down. It broke down and we are hitting the RSI as resistance. So I pointed out to you that we have hit hard resistance there, and we should continue the movement down to the downside. So I'm hoping for that to happen over the next week to 10 days, kind of pull back to this level, maybe retrace and then drop again. But if we do retrace, that would probably end up looking like a W pattern, which is what we would want. Sorry, guys. Whew. Okay. Now, the crypto total market cap, guess what? We made a solid, strong bounce from the 50 moving average. We've had the golden cross right here at this point. Look at that candle that gave us that confirmation. We broke out, we closed above, we retested, boom, smashed up to the top side of the channel here. And then we're now pulling back to retrace back to that 200 and the 50 moving average. And it looks as though we're currently bouncing off with some decent volume coming in. Plus, the RSI is oversold, and we are getting a buy signal with the RSI starting to pull up, which is phenomenal, right? Because actually that means that altcoins are about to make a really decent pump over the next couple of weeks. So the Bitcoin dominance for the day today is a continuing down. We have been rejected, so we broke through and we retested. So I think the Bitcoin dominance essentially would start to probably come back down at least to the green level here at 48%. 47.5 to 48% is what I would call that for the Bitcoin dominance. Now, if that does that, that means that the total crypto market cap is very likely going to be making a pump up into this huge area of resistance up here at the $690 billion market cap for total coins, inclusive of Ethereum, of course, which is very, very pretty. So let's go and have a look at Bitcoin, what you guys have all been waiting for. What happened after yesterday's Federal Chair Reserve? Now, Carl from the Moon has actually been pointing something out. So very interestingly so, I have pointed out two different head and shoulders patterns. Shoulder, head, shoulder pattern. Okay. Now I've also said so that would be more on the weekly time frame. This is on the daily time frame. So shoulder, head, shoulder. Now Carl has actually gone and pointed out something else that is kind of a sideways head and shoulders pattern. So shoulder, head, and shoulder, which is very interesting to see. So honestly, guys, I'm in the camp that this is the most recent, and this will be the one that actually plays out. And if that is the one that plays out, then this will be our breakout target of 37,749 for Bitcoin. So what I wanted to show you on a little bit of closer is not only is the RSI actually oversold, we've had some good volume come in from yesterday and the day before. Yes, this candle might be a bit of a topping tail, trying to reach for this level over here. So if we don't get above and close above this candle and break out of this bull pennant over the next couple days, bearing in mind that today's Thursday and tomorrow's Friday, we have the ECB interest rate decisions today, so that could affect the market also. But actually, I think that that is going to cause the market to pump, especially risk on assets like Bitcoin and crypto. So you can see here the pennant. You can see that we're finding support on the 50 moving average and decently so above the 200 moving average. The 200 needs to catch up somewhere along this point. I would probably say that this is the zone that we could end up playing around for a little while, guys, before any sort of continuation pattern happens. So this is the Ethereum chart. So Ethereum is pretty much doing the same thing here. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, head, shoulders, head, head, shoulder, head, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. Yeah. And essentially, we have found support at this zone right here. Once again, and we have also found support on the 50 moving average. So for me, Ethereum, especially with a little bit of buy volume that's come in here, this candle was heavy sell volume, but with a little bit of buy volume and the RSI starting to pull up, it seems as though we could be looking to become a little bit bullish. Now, the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, as you guys can see here, we tried to break up above this 50 moving average here yesterday. And we actually managed, if we zoom in quite nicely here, we actually managed to close yesterday's candle just above there, which gives me a bit of hope on Ethereum for a little bit more of a bullish run. I'm going to just pull this to the side for us so that we know that that is the immediate resistance level and this is the immediate support level. So if anything, we could pull back down to this area right here, which would not be healthy. But for me, guys, I do believe at the top of the channel here, we would like to see a retest of the 200 on the daily moving average. Now, on Bitcoin chart, on this Bitcoin Coinbase chart, you guys can see the same thing is happening. We are under the resistance. We have tapped it. It doesn't mean that we will drop, but it does mean that we could potentially go to the upside. So if we do drop and break this 50 moving average right here, which is holding us in strong support, and we close a candle above that, a daily candle below that, guys, we will be retracing at least to the very least to this level of the 27K level. I would love to know what you guys think down below in the video. Thank you for being here with me, my special and beautiful community. I appreciate every single last one of you. And yeah, make sure to go and watch this video here where I did an awesome collaboration with Maria. And today I will have another collaboration that's launched later today. So hit that notification bell so that you know when I make more videos for you guys. And of course, if you want to trade Bitcoin with me, make sure to get my Bitflex link and my Bybit link down below so that you guys can get an awesome deposit right there, deposit bonus right there. Thanks for being here with me on the channel. Happy, beautiful Thursday to you guys, and happy investing. Lots of love, and we'll see you on the next one. Make sure to watch this one because it's even better than this one.